And
just for explanation.
So I'd just like to quickly run through a couple of things before we start. I feel very small sitting next to Buckley. I feel very small. And he has won Uzbekistan's 10th gold medal in the history of the Olympics, and half of those have been in boxing, which is quite an achievement. Richard wins his country's 3rd Olympic medal in super heavyweight. Tyrell Biggs in 1984, and Riddick Bowe in 1988 also won silver. And Fraser has won a medal in the super heavies, and Britain has medalled in every Olympic Games from 2008 to 2020. So it's the longest medal run for Great Britain in any boxing event, which is a remarkable achievement. Just while we wait, if you have the RSIX code, you'll get translations. Our friend from Language Services will translate for Uzbek. So you'll get both simultaneous and consecutive translation. I don't think I need the earpiece for Richard or Fraser. So,
3 more minutes.
The press conference is also sent on Microsoft Teams, so people can ask questions through the chat function. So we'll answer those questions when they come. So I think we're ready to go. Maybe 2 minutes.
Do you want pouring or water fine?
Okay, thank you for waiting. We'll start the press conference now. And I'd like to ask Abaka here, how have you felt about the fight? What was it like?
How do you feel?
Yes.
Bahodirjon, ushbu jangda siz qanaqa o'zingizni his qildingiz? Jangga qanaqa baho berasiz?
Avvalambor assalomu alaykum. Nima desam bo'ladi, final jangi juda qiyin o'tdi, chunki hech qaysi raqib Olimpiada o'yinlarida mag'lub bo'laman yoki yutqizaman ringga chiqmaydi. O'shaning uchun bu raqibim ham oldingiga qaraganda ancha yaxshi tayyorgarlik ko'rgan ekan. Bu ringdagi jangidan shunday ko'rinib turibdi. Bu bilan 2019-yil jahon chempionatida boksga chiqqanlik birgalikda. Nima deydi? Juda yaxshi jang bo'lib o'tdi va sudyalar meni qo'limga ko'tardi, g'alaba qozondim. To'g'risi, hozir ham bu g'alaba menga xuddi tushdek ko'rinyapti. Nima deydi? Har bir sportchini bu orzusi sen bo'ladi. Yoshligidan Olimpiya chempioni bo'laman deb sportga kirib keladi. O'sha niyat bilan biz ham shu boks sportiga kirib kelganmiz. Men Allohga shukr, Alloh berib, men Olimpiya chempioni bo'ldim. Men bundan juda ham xursandman. Bu g'alabamni mustaqilligimizda 30 yilligiga bag'ishlayman.
So the last fight, last bout was really hard. And I think that all athletes come here like for this Olympics good prepared. So that's why it was really hard fight. And with the opponent in the final, I actually met in 2019. So I felt that after this 2019 fight, so he was really well prepared and it was a difficult fight. And so yeah, difficult fight, yes. And the whole Olympic itself, so I still feel that as if I'm dreaming right now, being a champion. That it feels as if a dream. And I think a lot of sportsmen would love to be the Olympic champions, and this was also one of my dreams when I was a child. So now, today, I could achieve the result, and I would dedicate this Olympic medal for the 30 years of independence of my country.
Richard, you were the smallest of the super heavies, and you came up against the biggest. That posed a lot of difficulty because he's got such long arms. He kept you at bay for most of the fight.
You know, I am the smaller guy, but I mean, this is still the super heavyweight division, and you know, I lost tonight. I gave my all. It was a tough opponent. He was world champion, now Olympic champion. I gave my all, guys. You know, I really tried, and this defeat, it is really hard to take. You know, being so close and not getting it, it's a hard concept to grasp. But I'm gonna use this to better myself, and this isn't over. It's just a stepping, it's just a spot, and it's just gonna be a hard one to get over this one. But I just want to say thank you to my friends, my family, and everyone supporting me. Sorry I couldn't get that.
Have you heard from your dad since you fight?
Yeah, I called him right after the fight, actually. You know, he says he's really proud, and everyone says they're really proud. The only thing is that I told him I was coming back with the gold, and to not come back with it is a difficult task to be able to do that. I know I always have my family and my community's support, but I still feel like I let them down, and so it's a tough one.
Fraser, the Great Britain team has had a magic boxing campaign this Olympics, and you were the team captain of the boxing team. Was your influence part of that?
I think first off, I want to congratulate the champion. You know, he's a fantastic fighter, and also to anyone that's worried about Richard's size, he has a heart the size of any heavyweight in the tournament. So, you know, massive congratulations to them two first off for giving an excellent final bout. And as far as the Great Britain team concerned, yeah, we've had a great tournament. The team's done well. We all came together, worked hard through a tough couple of years with the pandemic. But I feel like this really pushed us on. We really wanted to come here and do well and leave a legacy. And we couldn't have done this without the help of, you know, all our trainers, all the staff at GB, and, you know, the support we have of our families. Me personally, being the captain has been an honour and privilege. I'll forever be proud of my team, my teammates. They've done fantastic, so all applaud to them. Galal and Lauren, Olympic gold medalists, Olympic champions, you know, they really led the way, so we're very proud of them, and to all the team.
Another question for you, Fraser, from John Lennon, from Boxing News. He asks, would you like the idea of a rematch with Buccaneer in future, maybe in the pros, but when you're going in without having cuts over your eyes.
I don't know if John's trying to get me seriously hurt, but no, yeah, you know, we're all competitors, and a rematch one day for the World Championship with the world title, that's, you know, that'll be great. We've boxed once before, and you know, to see how he has developed as a fighter, it's unbelievable. When I first fought him in 2014, he was small, you know, like a kid, and he's grown, he's matured. I'm sure we're both going to go away now and learn and practice and become better fighters. So maybe one day, you know, hopefully, I think it'd be good for all the fans of United Kingdom and Uzbekistan to have a massive occasion and great fight for a world title, maybe one day, hopefully.
But do you like that return fight with Fraser?
بخاطر hozir jang haqida boks to'g'risida Buyuk Britaniyalik boksyor bilan shu jang haqida gapi bo'lib o'tdi. Shu O'zbekistonda shu O'zbekistonga Buyuk Britaniya shu jang qilsa tadbir uyushtirsak bo'ladi degan. Endi savol sizga shunaqa bo'lyapti. O'sha kelajakda o'sha yana bir marotaba o'sha Buyuk Britaniyalik shu Fraser bilan jangga chiqishlar haqida fikringiz qanaqa?
Nima deydi? Biz bu bilan 2014-yil hozir ham o'zi aytib o'tdi. 2014-yil Bolgariyada bo'lib o'tgan Stranda turnirida finalda jang qilganmiz. Men o'shanda bunga mag'lubiyatga uchraganman. Unda to'g'risini aytsam, juda ham tajribasiz. Boksda endi boshlaganman desam bo'ladi shu paytda. Juda ham yaxshi jang bo'lib o'tgan va Fraser g'alaba qozongan. Endi mana taqdir taqozosi bilan Olimpiada o'yinlari yarim finalda chiqdimda g'alaba qozondi. Fraser bilan to'g'risini ayting, munosabatimiz juda ham yaxshi, do'stona munosabat. Nima deydi? Havaskor boksda musobaqa bo'lganda raqibni o'zingiz tanlash huquqi yo'q. O'shaning uchun havaskor boksda agar jang qilish bo'lsa, biz majburmiz jang qilishga. Lekin nima deydi? Professionalda ham agar chempionskiy bo'yigacha chiqib, ikkita chempion agar kamar uchun jang qiladigan bo'lsa, unda ham atkaz qilish huquqimiz yo'q. Agar просто tak show bo'ladigan bo'lsa, to'g'ri aytsam, men jang qilishni xohlamasdim. Men bu bilan do'stona do'st bo'lib qolishni xohlayman.
So for the first time, we had a vote with the Great Britain athlete Fraser in 2014 in Bulgaria. So at that time, we met in the finals, and I lost to him. So there was a time that I just started boxing, and I lacked experience at that time. And this time, like, we met in this Olympics in semifinals. So, and yeah, like we had like interesting. We had the good the vote, and like I personally feel about the Fraser as like really like a friendly way. So in this like amateur boxing, you cannot choose your opponent. So that's why if you have to fight, you have to fight. But like if I would have like chance, like you know, just for show, like to choose whether like to fight Fraser or not, then in that case, I would like, to be honest, not for sure would have rejected to fight with him and to maintain my friendly relationship with him. Yes. So that's all.
Question back there.
Question for Barkley here. Great day for you, gold medal for Uzbekistan, but in the Rio Olympics it was 7 medals. Uzbekistan were top of the table. Do you expect your country to bounce back for the Paris Games and have a better team performance in the next one?
Sure.
endi nima desam bo'ladi, bizni komandamiz juda ham yaxshi sport formasida bu musobaqaga yetib kelgan edik. Juda ham yaxshi tarkib bilan ham kelgan edik. Jahon chempionlari 50 kg vaznda Shahobiddin Zoirov, 57 kg vaznda Aziz Mirzahalilov. Bular nima deydi? Bular medal olishga haqli sportchilar edi, chunki bular nima deydi? Ringda o'zini ko'rsata oldi deb o'ylayman. Meni ko'zim bilan qaraganda ular mag'lubiyatga uchramadi. Lekin boks ekan, sudya raqiblarni qo'lini ko'tardi va ular musobaqani erta tark etishdi. Men nima deyman? Parijda xudo xolisa O'zbekiston terma jamoasi yana 2016-yildagi rekordini yangilaydi. Men bunga ishonaman. Chunki agar sudyalar agar O'zbekistonda nima anonsini sportchilarini g'alabasini tortib olishmasa, albatta Parijda o'zbek sporti, o'zbek boksi yana qaytadi va yana Rio Olimpiadasidagi, Rio de Janeyrodagi g'alabaning o'nlarini davom ettiradi.
Sudya to'g'risida gapirma. Tushuntirma unda, tortib olishni gapirma. Shunday ayt. Просто nima qilib.
So, yeah, we came to this like the Tokyo Olympics with a good team. So among us, there were like world champions. Like for example, in 42 kilos, Shahobiddin Zoirov, he's like world champion, and Aziz Mirzahalilov in 46 kilos, he was also the champion. And I believe that their performance was good, and but like unfortunately, their hands were not rising, so that's why they could not like continue the vote. But I really hope that in Paris in 2024 we would again update our record, which was set in 2016.
Bahodir avvalo g'alabadan tabriklaymiz. Xalqimizga bir olam quvonch ulashdingiz. Juda ham xursand qildingiz. Butun yurtdoshlarimiz bugun juda ham bayram qilishyapti. Buning uchun rahmat sizga avvalo. Ikkita savolim bor. Birinchisi, mana shu Tokio Olimpiadasidagi final jangingiz siz uchun havaskor boksdagi so'nggi jang deyishingiz mumkinmi? Chunki professional boksda ham shug'ullanish niyatingiz borligini va bir nechta jang o'tkazganligingizni bilamiz. Ikkinchi savolim, agar professional boksga o'tib ketadigan bo'lsangiz, o'z vazn toifangizda kimlarni munosib o'rinbosar sifatida ko'ryapsiz?
Okay, so first of all, I congratulate you, Bahodir Jalolov, and the people, Uzbek people are really proud of you. And I have two questions. The question number one is your final fight, is it going to be your last vote in amateur boxing? And the question number two is, do you see any representative from our country, from Uzbekistan, as the follower of this in this weight category, successor of you in this weight category?
Nima deydi? Men ham Olimpiada chempioni bo'ldim, Xudoga shukr. Professional boksda ham o'zimni ko'rsatish, professional boksda ham jang qilish niyatim bor. Endi bu taqdir. 2 oydan keyin jahon chempionati bo'ladi deyapti. Agar sog'lig'im joyida bo'lib turib, o'zimni yaxshi his qilib, agar nima qilsa, balki jahon chempionatiga tusharman. Buni hali ustozlarimiz bilan, murabbiylarimiz bilan maslahatlashib ko'ramiz, tushmaslikda. Hozircha bir gap ayta olmayman, lekin 50% tushishi mumkin havaskor boksga yana bir marta va undan keyin professional boksga o'taman. Endi meni orqamdan keladigan kuchli sportchilar bor. Kuchli yosh tarkib, mana yaqinda jahon chempioni bo'ldi yoshlar o'rtasida. Jahongir Zokirov, otasi ham boksyor bo'lgan, Raz Zokirov Kubok Mirani yutgan otasi, o'shaning o'g'illari yosh 2003-yil bola, juda ham tajribali sportchi deb bilaman. Xudo xolasa u bizni orqamizdan bo'lajak olimpiya chempioni bo'ladi deb umid qilamiz bundan. Shu tariqa ko'plab O'zbekistonda orqamizdan keladigan yosh sportchilar bor. Xudo xolasa ularga o'zimizda bor narsani qoldirib ularga yordam berish uchun bor kuchimiz bilan qo'limizdan kelgancha yordam beramiz ularga.
So yeah, today like I became I could achieve the title of the Olympic champion. So and in 2 months there's going to be like the amateurs, like the world championship in boxing. I haven't decided yet, but there's like 5% probability that I could again like join this amateur championship. But I have like this is not decided yet, and I have to discuss this with my team. And when it comes to your second question, so there are a lot of like the good sportsmen in my weight category from Uzbekistan. So one of them I can say that Jahangir Zakirov, he became the champion among the youth. So and his father was also like world champion. So I really hope that he would become the Olympic champion in the future. And for that, I will also do all support that I can make to support the next generation of boxers. Thank you.
Dr. Dear, congratulations. Now that you've won everything you can win in amateur boxing, how fast do you want your pro career to move? When do you think you should fight for a heavyweight title as a professional? When do you hope to?
Siz bana hozir уже hamma titullarni oldingiz, shu havaskor bokschi olishi mumkin bo'lgan hamma titullarni oldingiz. Siz qachon o'ylaysizki, siz уже professional boksga borib, o'sha professional boksga qo'lni fokusni jam boshlaysiz?
Professional boks bu oson degani emas. Chunki havaskor boks bilan professional boks o'rtasida yer bilan osmoncha farq bor. Men xudo xolasa endi agar professional boksga o'tishsam ham shoshilish niyatim yo'q. Sekin-sekinlik bilan shu professional boksni havosiga o'rganib, bu yoqda tushish nimalariga birdaniga ko'nikib, chunki men hozir professional boksda ham 8 ta jang o'tkazganman. Lekin nima deydi? Men bir professionalga o'tyapman, bir havaskorga tushyapman. O'shaning uchun o'zimni professionalda polni olib qola olmayapman. Chunki u professionalda ham urushganimda shu oyoqda dvigatsiya qilib urushyapman. Chunki u professional boksda ko'p oyoqda harakat qilsa 12 raundga charchab qolishi mumkin. 12 raund bo'ladi, ko'p raund. O'sha qaysidir joyida professional boksga dam olib jang qilish kerak. Lekin men o'sha janglarimning hammasini ham oyoqda ishladim, chunki men to'laqonli polni professionalga o'tib ketmaslik uchun. Xudo xolasa endi 1-2 yil ichida agar o'tadigan bo'lsam, 1-2 yil ichida katta shoularga chiqishim mumkin.
Okay, so I don't think that professional boxing is easy. Easy to change from amateur to professional boxing because the difference is huge. And I don't want to hurry. I don't want to rush on this. But I've already performed, like I had like 8 fights already in professional boxing. But like to be so when in my like fights, professional boxing, I still like use my I use the leg works a lot, but you would get tired obviously in this professional boxing, and obviously like the professional boxing lasts long, so this kind of the fighting is not might not be good enough. So that's why you might get tired on this. So that's why I'm still I was focusing on these two, the amateur and professional boxing. So it would take some time until I fully focus on professional boxing. Maybe like in 1 or in 2 years, I might join on bigger events in this professional boxing as well.
Richard, this is a tough loss, and you're obviously taking it real hard, but looking at the bigger picture, can you take some satisfaction being part of the best U.S. team since 2000 or 1988, depending on how you measure it, and having more medals than all the three countries here? Well, you feel like you left a legacy.
I mean, it is a privilege and an honor to be a part of this team. The guys on the team, you know, they've been through a lot, you know, me included. You know, during COVID, usually we only stay together for about like a year, and then a new team comes in, someone else changes. So we got to stay together a whole another year, the entire team together, about 2 years, and we really have become a family. And I think that has helped us with our Olympic run. You know, I can't be more proud of my teammates. You know, I do think we came out here and we kind of fueled the amateur scene in the United States again, and I hope that we did.
Fraser, could you say a word? You're a veteran of this amateur game. Could you say a word about the quality of the officiating, refereeing here? You've seen a lot of things over the years. How does this tournament stack up with what you've seen, and how did they do?
Yeah, I think the judging and refereeing has been good, and as competitors, that's all we ask for, you know. We do all the work behind the scenes. We take the punches and the bumps and the bruises. So as long as it's fair, that's all we want. I think they've done a fantastic job. Same with all the volunteers. So a massive thank you to them, because you know ultimately we need them to have these events. So you know, long may fair judging and refereeing continue. That's the reason we're in sport, for a fair crack at it. And yeah, I hope they carry on for the next Olympics and for the rest of the future to continue being, you know, fair and down the middle.
Thanks everybody, we'll leave it there. The buses wait for no man, so thank athletes.
Must be the Olympic leading one. 5 kids. No, more 3 bus will leave on 5 kids. Okay.
Baharga bo'ldi.
Ana gulla olinadi, pul berdik menga.
Olingan.
Olingan. Hali pazarlarda.
Volkan aka, 5 minutda avtobus ketadi.
İş bölümü.
Bu